world spends billions of dollars on shoes, and I don't get a cent of it. It's so unjust. I know. The history of shoes will be changed forever. Only one crook has the medal for this job. Servile.
I am prepared to do evil, my queen.
Good. I'm sending you through the time port to France in the year 1660. There's something very special I want you to steal.
Chivalry is dead, but thievery is alive and well.
Ah, no doubt. This info beam will give you all the details. Now, get going.
Time pilots, Servile just stole something from the past. You've got 28 minutes to get it back, or history will change forever. Initiate chrono skimmer launch sequence. Boot up the chrono computer. Power up the engines. Extend the temporal sequencer. Now, get going.
We're on the case and we're chasing her through history. Chrono skimmer, engines hot, vile villains, evil plot. Our brave squadron leader will help us defeat her and bring back the loot to its rightful place in time. Tell me where in time is Carmen Sandiego. Stop her crime and solve this mystery. Tell me where in time is Carmen Sandiego. We're on the case and we're chasing her through history.
And here's the time pilot squadron leader, Kevin Shinnick.
Welcome aboard, everybody. I want you to hang on tight because we've got a very big mission, but very little time. So let's meet today's time pilots, starting with Javon Clark. Come on, Javon. Welcome aboard, buddy. Good to see you. And Laura Stanek. Laura, welcome to the squadron. All right. And Joy Ortiz. Joy, nice to see you. Glad you're on this mission. All right, time pilots, just so you know, we depend on fact fuel to power the chrono skimmer, and you guys will be generating that fuel with your answers. So each of you is equipped with 100 power points. Let's check in with the chrono skimmer engine crew, shall we? All right. Couldn't do it without them. And now that they're ready and raring to go, let's begin our pursuit of Servile. Chief, what's our mission profile?
Squadron, your time target is 1660. Destination, France. This was during the reign of King Louis XIV. Louis wasn't short on power back then. He was just short. So a shoemaker created footwear that gave Louis a lift. The style was a big hit with noble men and women who wore similar shoes to imitate their king. Of course, this made Louis seem short again, so he needed an even bigger boost. Eventually, the shoes went out of fashion for men, but women are still wearing them today. Or that's what history told us till now, when Servile stepped back in time and stepped out with the style.
Thanks for the info, Chief. All right, pilots, for 10 power points, what did Servile steal? Stilts, high-heeled shoes, or first shoes with the pump? Remembering the clues we just heard, worn by King Louis XIV to look taller, once worn by men and women, and still popular with women today. All right, guys, lock onto an answer as soon as you can, so we can get back to that loot. Javon, what'd you say?
Stilts.
All right, Laura?
High-heeled shoes.
And Joy?
High-heeled shoes.
All right, correct answer is high-heeled shoes. 10 points for Laura and Joy. All right, guys, now that we know what Servile stole, I'd say we want to get it back. And if one of you today can retrieve that loot and capture Carmen Sandiego, you will win a complete multimedia computer system. All right, so let's go get it back. Engine room, let's warp to the time of the crime. Okay, pilots, we made it back in time to the year 1660, but so... Wait, oh, no. All right, that warp really drained our fact fuel. We need to refuel with a data boost. Time pilots, Louis XIV was a real person. Now I'll give you some other names, your job. buzz in and tell me whether each was a real person or a fictional character. If you're right, you get 5 power points. If you're wrong, you lose 5, okay? Remember, real person or fictional character. Here we go. Oscar the Grouch, going to Laura.
Fictional character.
Correct. Glad you knew that one. How about Henry VIII? Going to Javon.
Real person.
Yes, King of England at the beginning of the Renaissance. Mac the Knife, going to Laura.
Fictional character.
Oh, you are correct, yes. It's a character in Bertolt Brecht's Threepenny Opera. How about Charles the Fat, going to Joy?
Fictional character.
Actually, real person. He was the Holy Roman Emperor in the 800s. Billy the Kid. Yes, Javon.
Real person.
Correct, real person. Very nice, Squadron. You've replenished our fact fuel. All right, and just a reminder, all our fact fuel is verified by Encyclopedia Britannica. Now let's continue our mission and get back those high heels, all right? The question is really, where has Servile taken Louis' high heels? Now, wait a minute. Hey, we're picking something up on the trans-time signal monitor. Hey, it sounds like Servile reporting to Carmen. Watch the view screen.
Forsooth, Carmen. Never underestimate the importance of a good boot. The shoemakers of Lynn, Massachusetts are angered. They are underpaid, overworked, and losing their jobs to machines. Methinks they might pick up their lances for a joust, but nay, they went out on strike instead. 6,000 strong marched through the village in blinding snow, whilst the newspapers called it the Revolution at the North. Alas, better wages were paid. The following year, another battle begins. The Civil War. A good clash really revs up my rivets.
All right, pilots, thanks to TimeNet technology, we were able to listen in to Servile's report to Carmen and get those clues. So, for 10 power points, tell me the decade where Vile is hiding. Is it the 1820s, the 1860s, or the 1890s? Remembering the clues we were fortunate enough to hear. Lynn, Massachusetts, strike by shoemakers, and decade when the Civil War begins. Guys, lock on to an answer as soon as you can so we can get back to that loot. All right, Javon, what'd you say?
1860s.
Okay, Laura?
1820s.
And Joy?
1820s.
Okay, correct answer is 1860s, so 10 points for Javon. And pilots, the strike by Lynn Shoemakers was the largest in the U.S. up to that time. But there may not be any shoes to make if we don't get back the loot. Engine room, let's warp to the 1860s.
So much for the time pilots.
Pilots, we made it to the 1860s, but Servile has zapped our fact fuel. It's time for another data boost. All right, time pilots, I'll name a historical event. It's up to you to buzz in and tell me whether it took place in the 1860s or the 1960s. If you're right, you get 5 power points. If you're wrong, you lose 5. That's how it works. Remember, 1860s or 1960s. U.S. factory workers' average pay tops $100 a week. Yes, going to Laura.
1960s.
Correct, 1963. First stapler patented. Yes, going to Javon.
1860.
Correct, 1868. Early staplers were used in shoemaking. Eventually, staplers were used with paper. All right, 25.2 million people go to Major League Baseball games in the U.S. Going to Laura.
1960s.
That it would be 1966. The term seventh inning stretch becomes popular at baseball games. Going to Laura.
1960s.
Actually, that's the 1860s, longer than we thought. First practical roller skates introduced in the U.S. Going to Javon.
1860.
Correct, 1863. Great job, pilots. We have replenished our fact fuel, so let's see how well we did. Javon has 130 power points, Laura 125, and Joy 105. And that means we're ready for time travel from the 1860s. Hey, you know, guys, we're in luck. That's the clue finder, and it's locked on to someone in the future. Let's bring him on board and see if they can help us.
You okay?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm Fred Dinglehopper.
Fred, I've never heard of you. Sorry.
Darn. Why does Chuck Taylor have all the fame?
Hey, now him I've heard of.
Oh, sure. Everyone's heard of Chuck Taylor. I went to high school with him.
Yes, but then he became part of the NBA basketball as a player, right?
Huh? What's the NBA? Naba?
No,
I don't know what the... No, he played professionally for a while, actually, and then he was hired by Converse.
And?
And they hired him to promote basketball and their all-star sneakers. Why, they call him the ambassador of basketball. Matter of fact, they even renamed their sneakers Chuck Taylor All-Stars. But soon, I, Fred Dinglehopper, will be the famous one.
Oh?
Yes, for I have invented these.
What? Oh, that's
The Fred
lovely.
Dinglehopper All-Star Snowshoes. Soon everyone will toast to my name. With grape juice, of course.
Grape juice?
Yeah, there's a prohibition on. You didn't know that?
Oh, well, no,
Oh.
sorry.
Anyway, soon everyone will forget Chuck Taylor All-Stars and only remember my snowshoes.
Actually, by the 1990s, there'll be 500 million pairs of all-star sneakers sold.
Oh. And how about Fred Dinglehopper All-Star Snowshoes?
Well, I'd rather not share that with you right now, because,
Darn.
well...
Oh, I did have one other crazy idea.
Yeah?
About these shoes that you pump up with air, and then you... No, who'd want to buy them?
Well, well, good luck. Okay, you know, we get clues from them. I'm not saying they're normal people, I'm just saying we get clues from them. So, pilots, where in time is Servile? Tell me the year. Is it 1923, 1936, or 1948? All right, guys. Javon, what'd you say?
1923.
Yes, Laura.
1936.
And Joy?
1936.
All right, correct answer is 1923. 10 points for Javon. And you know, pilots, Chuck Taylor All-Stars are part of shoe history that you can wear on your feet today. But that may not be true much longer if you don't save shoe history now. So let's warp to 1923. All right, we followed Servile to the year 1923, but he's about to do some globe hopping in the 1920s. So for us, it's time for Global Pursuit. Grab your controls, watch the globe on your screen, and buzz in when you think you know the right answer. If you're right, you get 5 power points. If you're wrong, you lose 5, okay? Remember, we're in the 1920s. Servile went to the city where college students dance Charleston marathons down Fifth Avenue. What do you guys say? Yes, Javon.
New York.
Correct. He's in a state where George Washington Carver receives patent to make a woman's cosmetic using mashed peanuts. Going to Laura.
Alabama.
Yes, it is Alabama. Carver developed over 300 products from peanuts, and the process helped revitalize the southern economy. For him. He went to the country where fashionable movie star Audrey Hepburn is born. Yes, Joy.
Iceland.
Actually, Belgium is the answer. Her films include Roman Holiday and Breakfast at Tiffany's. He's in the city where the first Miss America pageant is being held. Going again to Joy.
Atlantic City.
Yes, Atlantic City. Now Servile's sniffing around the city where Chanel No. 5 perfume is introduced. Going to Joy.
Paris.
Paris it is. You know that perfume. Okay. Nice job, guys. But, well, you know what? After that, we're totally out of clues. I mean, that's no good because time is running out. And, well, I don't like to do this, but the situation is desperate. Chief, we have to contact Omnitia.
Are you sure, Kevin? You may not have enough power.
I know, but we have to risk it.
All right. I'll input the enabling codes.
Pilots, it's 1986, and President Ferdinand Marcos is driven from power and flees his country. Followers of his political opponent, Corazon Aquino, accuse Marcos of theft and corruption, and evidence shows that he and his cronies stole billions from the country's economy. After his exile, crowds overrun the presidential palace and find shocking examples of Marcos's extravagant lifestyle, including more than 1,000 pairs of shoes for his wife, Imelda.
All right. Lucky we have her. Of course, she doesn't need shoes. She's just a big floating head. Pilots, name the country where Vile is hiding. Is it Spain, Canada, or the Philippines? All right, guys, lock onto an answer as soon as you can so we can continue with this mission and get back that loot. All right, Javon, what did you say?
Philippines.
All right, Laura?
Philippines.
And Joy?
Philippines.
Well, the correct answer is the Philippines. Very nice, guys. And you know, pilots, the fate of Imelda's feet is in your hands. Ooh. And the stakes don't get much higher. You've got to get back Louie's high-heeled shoes. All right, pilots, we've got to make one final leap forward in time, and that means an ultimate data boost. In an ultimate data boost, each correct answer gets you 10 power points. But if you're wrong, you lose 10. All right, let's see how we're doing going into it. At this point, Javon has 155 power points, Laura has 140, and Joy has 120. Laura, Joy is a good point to rack up those points to see who goes on to complete this mission, all right? So I'll give you a fact. Your job, buzz in and tell me whether it applies to Louis XIV or to Louis Armstrong. Each correct answer, like I said, gets you 10 power points, but if you're wrong, you lose 10. Remember, Louis XIV or Louis Armstrong? Considered one of the greatest trumpeters in... Yes, going to Javon.
Louis Armstrong.
Yes, Louis Armstrong is the trumpeter in jazz history. Had the longest reign in European history, going to Laura.
King Louis XIV.
Yes, he ruled from 1643 to 1715. His father worked in a turpentine plant, going to Joy.
Louis Armstrong.
Yes, Louis XIV's father was, well, Louis XIII. Little fun fact for you there. Took over his father's job at age 4, going to Javon.
Louis Armstrong.
Actually, Louis XIV, he became king when his father died. Built a home at Versailles, going to Laura.
King Louis XIV.
Correct, that magnificent palace still stands today. I'm glad you're so happy about that. It was nicknamed Dibbermouth, going to Joy.
Louis Armstrong.
Yes, Armstrong was also known as Satchmo. Appeared in Hello, Dolly with Barbara... Yes, Laura?
Louis Armstrong.
Yes, with Barbara Streisand. Louis XIV never appeared in any movies with Barbara Streisand, as far as I know. Invaded the Spanish Netherlands. Yes, Javon.
King Louis XIV.
That's right. Finally, his wives were named Daisy. Yes, Javon?
Louis Armstrong.
Yes, his wives were named, just to repeat, Daisy, Lil, Alpha, and Lucille. Correct. Very nice, guys. Good round. Let's see how well we did. Javon, at this point, has 175 power points. Laura has 170, and Joy, 140, which means that Javon and Laura are moving on to the next phase of our mission. But Joy, you did great today. Congratulations. Hope you had a good time. And right now, the Chief has to say a few words to express our appreciation.
Jousting against Sir Vile can be a time pilot's toughest test. Next time, you'll be ready for him with this Acme Time Net mission pack. It includes a deluxe Britannica World Atlas, this official Carmen t-shirt, the Chrono Skimmer cap with you-know-whose picture in front, a wear-in-time watch, plus this boxed set of Carmen Sandiego's greatest hits, better known as her CD-ROM library and board games. They're crammed with crimes and clues to keep you sharp for your next flight. From Acme TimeNet Command, we salute you.
All right, Squadron. We've sent Joy back to TimeNet Command, but we're going to stay on board here and complete this mission. That's if you guys are ready. You guys ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. Chief, we're ready.
Time pilots, the history of footwear is at stake. Hightail it to Philippines in 1986 and hijack those high-heeled shoes. Kevin, you're in command.
Aye, aye, Chief. All right, time pilots, full speed ahead to 1986. Look, Sir Vile's got the high heels in a cybersphere. Activate the loot tractor beam.
I must exeunt, only to joust again.
All right, we've gotten back Louie's high heels and have him safely on board. So congratulations, guys. You've completed mission objective #1. But before we continue chasing Sir Vile, we've got to return the loot to the year 1660. So let's check in with the Chief to get our flight plan. Chief?
Time pilots, you must navigate the Chrono Skimmer through 8 events from the history of footwear, starting at the most recent event and finishing at the least recent event. The time pilot who does that goes on to chase Carmen and Sir Vile along the trail of time. Here are the events on your flight plan. Platform shoes become popular. A machine for shaping shoes is patented. Louis XIV wears high-heeled shoes. Elvis Presley sings blue suede shoes. The first roller skates are invented. Reebok introduces the pump sneaker. All-Star sneakers are renamed Chuck Taylor All-Stars. Shoe rationing begins in U.S. during World War II. That's your briefing time, pilots. Good luck on your journey.
All right, Javon, you're the higher scorer. You have the choice of going first or second.
First.
You're gonna go first? All right, in that case, Javon, I want you to navigate this chrono skimmer back through time from the most recent event to the least recent event, starting by picking the most recent event on the board. You may begin.
Pump sneaker introduced.
Correct. You plotted a course to 1989. Pick the next most recent event.
Platform shoes become popular.
Correct. 1970s. The flashy high-heeled shoes were popularized by such stars as Elton John. Pick the next recent event.
Elvis sings blue suede shoes.
Yes, you've gotten us to 1956. Keep going.
U.S. shoes rationing in World War II.
You've plotted a course to 1943. Each person was allowed to purchase 3 pairs per year. Keep going.
First Chuck Taylor All-Stars.
Yes, 1923. Keep going.
Roller skates are invented.
Okay, we're gonna go to Laura.
Okay. Pump sneakers introduced.
Correct, 1989.
Platform shoes become popular.
Yes, 1970s.
Elvis sings blue suede shoes.
Correct, 1956.
U.S. shoe rationing in World War II.
Yes, 1943.
First Chuck Taylor All-Stars.
Correct, 1923.
Shoe shaping machine patented.
Yes, 1883. Pick the next most recent event.
Roller skates are invented.
Yes, 1760.
Louis XIV's high-heeled shoes.
Yes, Laura, you have saved history. Congratulations, Laura. You did a great job. Hang on one second. We're going to move on in just a moment. But Javon, wow. That was tough, you know, but you did a great job. And I hope you had a good time, too. I had a good time. All right, good. All right, right now, the chief wants to tell you a word about your next mission.
You've done some great navigation today. So, we're promoting you to Special TimeNet Advanced Command, or STANAC. Okay, the nickname needs some work, but you'll receive a complete TimeNet mission pack and this feature-packed portable CD player. Its compact size and rechargeable batteries let you take your tunes to all your favorite places and times. From the gang here at TimeNet Command, congratulations!
All right, Laura, you navigated us back to 1660 and returned Louis XIV's high-heeled shoes. Right now, Javon is piloting the chrono skimmer back to the present, but Laura, Carmen and Survival are still out there, and it's your job to track them down, all right? So it's time for us to exit the chrono skimmer and head for the Trail of Time. Chief, is that a go?
Kevin, I'm engaging the transportal oscillator. Prepare to depart the chrono skimmer.
Chief, we're ready. Look out, Carmen, we're on our way.
We're on the case and we're chasing her through history. Chrono skimmer, engines hot, vile villains, evil plot. Our brave squadron leader will help us defeat her and bring back the loot to its rightful place in time. Tell me where in time is Carmen Sandiego. Stop her crime and solve this mystery. Tell me where in time is Carmen Sandiego. We're on the case and they're chasing us through history.
Hey, Laura, we've made it to the Trail of Time. You've got to track Carmen through 6 time portals by answering her questions. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Ready, set, go, Laura, go. Follow the engine crew to the first portal.
It's around 2000 BC. What are the Egyptian people now wearing? Sarongs or sandals?
Sandals.
Yes, way to go. Move on to the second portal.
It's the year 1050 AD. What people are using skis? Druids or Vikings?
Vikings.
Yes, you've got 4 more to go. You've got 62 seconds left.
It's 1660. Which French king wears high heels? Louis XVI or Louis XIV?
Louis XIV.
All right, you've captured Survival. Congratulations. Keep up the good work.
It's the year 1860. Where are underpaid shoemakers striking? Massachusetts or Virginia?
Massachusetts.
All right, 2 more to go, Laura. 36 seconds left.
It's the year 1917. What are the first tennis shoes called? Keds or tree torns?
Keds.
Yes, 1 more to go. Bring it home.
It's 1956. Who records the hit song Blue Suede Shoes? Elvis Presley or Jerry Lee Lewis?
Elvis Presley.
All right, Laura, you've made it to the Trail of Time. Congratulations. Come on, give me a 5. We're not done yet. You've energized this capture crystal. Now take it, Laura, and go place it in the Cryolock chamber to capture Carmen Sandiego. All right, it was fantastic. You happy? Oh, good, you should be. Did a great job. You completed every phase of this mission. Now the Chief wants to show you what you've won. Chief.
Time Pilot, you've done an outstanding job. I'm proud to give you an A1 mission rating, but that's not all. You also get a complete multimedia computer system with a high-performance processor, onboard CD-ROM, color monitor, and stereo speakers. You'll be able to power through any mission. I'm also including a year of Britannica Online, the cyberspace place for information. Plus, the Britannica CD-ROM Encyclopedia and the 32-volume encyclopedia set. I've commended you, I've rewarded you, and now I salute you.
Thanks, Chief. Laura, you did a great job. How do you feel? You won that big computer, finally, right? All right, we're very proud of you. You captured Carmen, you captured Servile, and you returned the loot to its proper place in time. You made a great time pilot. But now we've all got to go back to the present. And remember, at Acme TimeNet, history is our job. The future is yours.
We're on the case and we're chasing her through history. Throttle open, thrusters on. Chrono skimmer gets us gone. Pack extra socks and we'll all beat the clock. From the Stone Age to Middle Age to Space Age and back. Tell me where in time is Carmen Sandiego. Stop her crime and solve this mystery. Tell me where in time is Carmen Sandiego. We're on the case and we're chasing her through history.
All historical information has been verified by Encyclopedia Britannica and was accurate as of the date this program was recorded. This program was produced by WGBH Boston.
Help is all I want.